Hello everyone, my name is Bishi, and tonight we're playing some more Ace Attorney. We're gonna be continuing using our sound effects very smartly, very fittingly, at the perfect times, and when they make sense. Which is exactly what you just demonstrated for us, of course. Very time. You were just, I knew you were just waiting. Did you have it typed out and you were just hovering over enter? Be honest. Yes, I knew it. I knew it. Of course, I knew it. Well, like I said, we're playing some more Ace Attorney, some more dual Destinies. We're starting episode 3, so the third case in the game. Episode 2 was really fun. So I'm excited to see what the next case is about. The last one was the yokai case. Let me actually get my notes opened. It is Wednesday, my dudes. It is Wednesday. But on this Wednesday, do you notice anything different in my background? Perhaps? Anything different? The captain's hat? No, that was there. Clean desk? What is it usually disgusting? What do you mean? It actually is clean in here? That's different. Haven't paid enough attention to brag. Okay. That's okay. That's alright. I see a basket. Okay. You've noticed the basket. The basket was what it was. Do you see it? Do you see it, chat? The silver lining of an otherwise stressful day is we've got another hen laying eggs. So these are 2 from the same chicken. That's just from Donut. Donut's been laying eggs for like a week or 2. This is a blue egg from our little honey. Miss Honey has finally started laying, and it's blue! It's like a greenish blue. I'm really surprised at how green it is, but it is, I think, technically blue. Kind of like seafoam, minty color. It's so cute. So she literally popped this out today. Oh yeah, you can see it's very green, honestly. That's from my finger just now. I kind of like left a little mark on it from the heat of my finger. They're a little darker. I don't know. It's interesting how the color will change when you wash it. It's maybe it is green. It's supposed to be blue. But yeah, it would be beautiful underwater. If I went and ran it under the tap right now and then brought it back with it still kind of wet, it would be like a beautiful, probably greenish blue color, I guess. Maybe they're green. I don't know anymore. I haven't watched it yet, so I actually don't know what it looks like. This is very excellent, yes. Egg! Egg! Look at that. Look at that egg. It does look really gray. You know what? I kind of want to wash it. Egg unboxing stream. We're gonna see what color egg my chicken is laying for real. So let me go do that. Let me go do that. Chat. That's green. That is a sage green egg. That is not blue. Wow. See, it's already drying right there. That is green. That is interesting. She's supposed to have blue eggs. But that's so pretty. Look how it's drying. It's so pretty. Yeah, that's green for sure. Well. Well. Thought we were gonna have blue, but I can't be mad at green. No, it's beautiful. It's like a sage green. You know what's so funny though? I literally bought 3 more chickens because I didn't think we would have green eggs. She literally just had green egg. We didn't need the 3 chickens. You know know what? I love those 3 chickens, so it's fine. That's wild. So she must be a mixed breed. She must not be I think she's like a cream leg bar. She must be mixed with something that would make the eggs green instead of blue. Like, we don't know what color their eggs are gonna be, you know? Their breeds all have certain ranges of colors, but we really thought she was gonna have blue, and they're like a light green, which is still really pretty. We have another one that's supposed to have a really, really dark chocolate brown, but we really don't know what it's gonna look like. I think the rest are like a light brown, and one of them is gonna have white eggs. You don't know until they lay it, honestly. There's some breeds where they say, oh, it's gonna be like a colorful egg, and then it comes out brown, and it just, you know, it really depends. And sometimes it's not a guarantee, like, not all the babies from these 2 parents are gonna have all the same color. Green eggs from chickens, yeah! So she is, like I said, supposed to have blue eggs, according to her breed. Since it's green, that makes me think that she's not a purebred, and she probably had a parent that had blue egg, sorry. A blue and a brown egg makes a green egg baby. So one of her parents must have had brown eggs mixed with the purebred she was supposed to be, so. When you get them from just like the store, you don't really know if they're purebred or not, but it's fine. They're just backyard chickens. First time hearing about non-typical color eggs. Yeah, oh my gosh, Pocky, there are so many. Let me see if I can pull up like a picture. This is an example of the range of colors that can happen in chickens. So it looks like Honey's egg is kind of on the green end leaning towards blue because it's kind of like a sagey, it almost looked minty when it was dry. And these look like they're dry, they're not washed. So her egg definitely is kind of like in between blue and green. And then the other chicken that laid today, her name is Truffles. She's supposed to have these really dark chocolate brown all the way on the right side here. She's supposed to have something around there. We'll see. And then we have another chicken named Matcha, who's supposed to have something very green. So it could be a really dark olive. It could be sagey, kind of like the one we already have. We'll just have to see. Yeah, I know. Isn't that satisfying? Look at that. When I saw that picture, I was like, oh, I have to use this one. It looks so cool. I can't believe they have all these different chickens, because these are... Like, when you see this really dark brown one and then the one next to it that's like a lighter color, those are 2 different chickens. This is like a flock of like 30 to 50 chickens. These are all different chickens, because once a chicken lays an egg, that color pretty much stays the same. Sometimes it can vary like a little bit lighter or darker, especially like as they're still growing up. Which is why I said Honey's egg might change like a little bit, but it's gonna be a greenish blue. It's not gonna turn suddenly dark green or something like that. So yeah, these are all different chickens. Very cool. See, we were expecting more of like this really light blue right here from the one that laid today, but that's okay. You never know what you're gonna get when you don't get like pure bred chicken, which we never, I mean, it's not a big deal, you know. I'm like a little like, oh, I wanted it to be blue because we already have another one that lays green, but who knows, maybe she won't lay green. You know, maybe this is the universe giving us a green egg because the other one won't. Who knows? Because sometimes a chicken that's advertised as laying green eggs might actually lay a brown egg because not all the babies always have the green eggs. It's kind of like there's a percentage that will not, you know, there's always a chance. So it's not a guarantee. Those are like Easter bunny eggs. Yeah, there's actually a breed of chicken called an Easter egger, which is basically a mixed breed between what's called an Americana and pretty much any other breed of chicken. Americana and Easter egger are supposed to have these really bright, colorful eggs. It can be blue, green, like a really bright pink, which is kind of like a light brown. So they're called Easter eggers when they are mixed with something else, and you never know what color they're gonna have. That was actually the breed of our other chicken, Olivia. Not wrong about the chocolate eggs, I'm surprised. Yeah, I've always wanted a chicken with a really dark chocolate brown egg, and that's our chicken Truffles, so we'll see. I kind of looked at the shell when she had it today, but again, like, it's her first egg, and it can change a little bit, so... You know what makes all the chickens, ladies, colors? What part of their genes is making it happen? What part of their genes? I'm not really sure. I just feel like it's probably the same gene in any bird that has different colored eggs. I mean, like a robin lays like these light blue eggs. It's just something about like maybe the pigment that's deposited on it. I don't know the exact science behind it. I only know a little bit about how different breeds of chickens are bred to have different colors. Like, for instance, the brown egg chicken will be bred with a blue egg to make a baby that might have green eggs, for example. And then it can get very specific, like the rooster has to be a brown egg chicken, or the hen has to, you know, that kind of thing. But as far as like what genetically makes them have different colors, like scientifically, I guess, biologically, I'm not totally sure. Not totally sure. The blue ones remind me of candy mini eggs. Yeah, the blue ones are really cute. There's another breed, I think that's called like a bluebell something. Prairie bluebell is another breed that's supposed to have blue. I'm gonna look this up. Can cream leg bar have green eggs? Yeah, she's a mixed breed. That's what happened. I guess if we want blue eggs, we'll have to get another chicken, Ruuuvo. We'll have to get another one. Maybe that prairie bluebell. I thought about getting one of those. Their name is cute. I never knew about those and saw an egg like that. I would be scared of eating it. Yeah, it's really just like what the chicken, like the breed is. That's all. It has no effect on what's on the inside. If I crack open that whole rainbow of basket you saw, it would all be yellow yolks, you know. They all taste the same. So when you go in the grocery store and you see a carton of white eggs and you see a carton of brown eggs, if they're from like the same business, you know, they're all fed the same food, whatever, there's no health benefit to getting the brown eggs. So that's, I don't know if any of y'all believe that, but it is a misconception. There is no difference between the different colored eggs. It's just genetics. What affects the nutrition in an egg is what the chicken eats. So that's why it's good to get, like, if you are able to, like organic, you know, free range. There's like a certain terminology you have to look for to know that the chicken actually is being treated better. Because a lot of businesses will just pop words on there and then they have like a workaround so that they don't have to take care of the chicken as nicely. There's like certain words, you gotta research it. But anyway, that's more of a determinant than the color of the shell. So, I think maybe different colored yolks can also be an indicator, but not necessarily. Like my chickens, when they have an egg, it's a very like dark yellow, rich golden color. And when I get them from the store, it's like this very fluorescent, bright yellow. So to me, my chickens' eggs look healthier because they're just getting chicken feed, they're getting vegetables and fruit, you know, they're eating bugs and grass, and they're eating healthy for a chicken. So to me, they're probably better to eat than what you get at the store if it's not from a place that's ethical, you know? Anyway, we've been sitting here for a while, and I do have a video game I'm supposed to be playing, so... Truffle, that's cute. Yeah, I knew she's supposed to have dark chocolate eggs, so that's why I wanted to name her Truffles. Amazing how God made chickens do that, or how the universe gave us chickens to do that. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting how chickens have been bred to do all of this by people, right? Because like the wild chicken, I don't know what color their eggs are actually. I would be curious to know. What color eggs do wild chickens lay? Let's see. Because they still exist. So they would usually have like a cream or a white color egg. That's what I figured. That's kind of like the basic standard egg is just the white egg. And then somehow we've made Easter egg chickens. Yeah, the jungle fowl. That's like the ancestor of all chickens. And now we have rainbow eggs. Yeah, we play games sometimes. I guess let's switch over. Let's switch over here. I could talk about chickens all stream, I promise. Okay. Well, we've got a new episode here now. And I am very ready to try it out. Let's do it. So, episode 3. Turnabout Academy. I can't remember if we're still in a flashback or not. I think so.
Themis Legal Academy, a prestigious high school with alumni in the highest echelons of the legal world.
Oh shit! Is that a teacher? Or another student? Oh. Okay, I'm guessing this is gonna be like a bullying situation. Oh boy. How is it? Wait. How is there a high school for lawyers? Wait a second. Wait, when do they make high school for lawyers? Ace Attorney is like, listen, we want to have like a high schooler episode. Let's just make a high school for kids that want to be lawyers when they grow up. Okay. Yeah, this is a high school. It's a high school. He just said it. He said it in the intro. There are performing arts high schools in military. I guess so. Just make a lawyer high school. It's fine. There was a subsection for law in my school. Interesting. So there's some high schools that will have like specifics. I just think that's so funny. I don't know. I don't know what about it is so funny to me. It just to me it's like this is just Ace Attorney's excuse to have a high school case, you know? Anyway, okay. October 24th, 1:25 p.m. Themis Legal Academy. Is it Themis? Themis? Here's Athena. Oh no, I'm gonna be late. Oh, of course, it's Athena's school. Does she have bread? Does she have toast in her mouth and she's running? Phew, finally. So, this is it. The illustrious Themis Legal Academy. Themis. I swear, he said it and I heard it and I was like, okay, that's how I'm gonna say it. And then I don't remember how he said it. I'm late to anime law school. What am I gonna do? The illustrious Themis Legal Academy. This is the place where many distinguished lawyers and prosecutors got their start. When news spread that Mr. Wright had gotten his attorney's badge back, he received a call from the school asking him to pay a visit. Mr. Wright brought us along, hoping we'd learn something from the experience. But no, I had to go and blow it by getting here 30 minutes late. At least it's not all business today. After all, today is their school festival. Oh my god. Justitia's Diner. Prosecute and Classy Cafe. Guilty Dogs. Culpable Curry. I was gonna say, everything better be lawyer themed. Mock trial. And then an art exhibit. For those lawyers that secretly just wanted to be artists. A high school where you can sue your bully for stuffing you in the lockers. Yeah, would bullying be worse at a school for lawyers or better? I mean, like I said, I feel like that murder is gonna be due to bullying, so I guess it's not better. It's always during the school festival, right? All the kids just going wild. So if the curry was too spicy for your tummy, you can say the curry was culpable. Wasn't Phoenix originally an art major? Yes. He only became a lawyer to be with his boyfriend, Edgeworth. Sorry, his best friend. Oh no, he's not even his best friend. Isn't his best friend Larry? But Edgeworth is his special friend, who he loves dearly and went and changed his whole career for. Yeah, just friends though. Oh, I know I played all these, but I somehow don't remember that cutscene. Honestly, I never really remember the opening scenes. I think the only scene I remember is the one where Edgeworth had the gun from the original trilogy and he was in that boat. That's like, because it was so dramatic. That's the only one I really remember. Death Note opening vibes. Ooh. The school football team is the Legal Eagles. Best friend. His do you mean to say situationship? Okay, October 24th. Hallway. Wow, this place has cool Wow, this place has school festival written all over it. Literally. But why are all... Am I supposed to be here? Am I in the wrong stream or something? Why can I not read the words that are on the screen? But why all the cold stares? Is it because everyone's in a school uniform except me? Well, I like the way I dress. I'm just... I can't read this dialogue. I'm like, am I in the wrong... Like, where am I? Who am I? What is this? I'm not okay. I can't read. I'm reminded of a cycling team in Yawapeda that's one of the big rivals. It's technically a high school. Oh, it's a technical high school. Do you see what I mean? Wonder what team these schools have and are the villains of the inter-high. Right, I wonder if they have... They must have sports and everything. Someone throw Kitty at Bishy to get their brain right. Help me! Help me, tiny gray-haired man! I wonder where Mr. Wright and Apollo are. You know what it is? It's putting me back in a high school, and my body is rejecting it. My brain and my body are like, no! Don't put me back! Don't put me back there! Please, God, don't put me back! Get me out of here! Those jerks at Themis, we'll show them this year. Stupid wannabe lawyers. I just feel like getting into a fight, like an argument with a kid from a lawyer school is just hell on earth. I mean, they live to debate. It's like an entire, like the debate club made a whole school for themselves, you know? That's what this is. Your attention, please. This is an announcement from the Mock Trial Committee. The mock trial will begin shortly. All students and faculty, please proceed at once to the lecture hall. Thank you. Sounds like a mock trial's about to start. But where's this lecture hall? Looks like all the students and faculty are heading that way. Might as well join them. Maybe I'll find Mr. Wright and Apollo there. We're gonna go back now. Just go right there. You can't even see them. You can't even see my little guys. Majima's right here. Can't see you. You have to see somebody. Move, Majima. Move! There. Themis Legal Academy, 3F Lecture Hall. This must be the lecture hall. Oh my god, so advanced. Wait, this is reminding me of... I think we watched a live-action Ace Attorney movie in the Discord once. And they had all this, like, high-tech screens and holograms, and the room kind of looked like this. But it was definitely not at a school. This must be the lecture hall. They spent some serious money on this place. The district court can't even compete. Hey, Athena! Over here! Ah, Mr. Wright! Apollo! I've been looking for you. Too. I'm so sorry I'm late. The text goes by so slowly sometimes that I have to be like, I've been looking for you, too. So sorry I'm late. It's okay. Sorry we couldn't wait for you. But we didn't want to be late for our meeting. Lucky for you, the person we're supposed to meet also seems to be running late. Mr. Wright, Mr. Justice. It seems Professor Court has yet to arrive. So did Professor Court become a lawyer because of his last name? And kind of like that self-fulfilling prophecy thing, or... Is this a statue? And why is his vest Cookie screaming in agonizing horror? And why are his glasses so small? Did she be nice? I'm trying! It's very difficult! Has he ever been outside before? Even once? Okay, I'm gonna stop. How unprofessional of her to keep visitors to our esteemed institution waiting like this! I shall make her right. I will not... Oh, who do we have here? Oh, hello, Daddy. Who do we have here? Oh. Oh, right. You haven't been introduced yet. Oh no, I'm sorry. I thought he was talking to Phoenix. Ah, yes. You must be the young lady Mr. Wright was telling me about. Sorry, I have gay brain. It makes me see gay wherever I look. I am Aristotle Means. A professor at this hallowed hall of learning. I oversee the lawyer course here. It is a pleasure to meet you. I'm Athena Sykes. I just recently got my attorney's badge myself. It's nice to meet you too. How wonderful. So vigorous and vivacious. You just earned yourself a gold star. Can he please never smile again? Wow, thanks. That big smile of his is kinda scary though. Kinda? Anyway, let's get that off the screen. How about that? Starting off this chapter with judgment. I'm trying to be nice, and I'm struggling, okay? Is he like a spider? Does he have another tiny set of eyes? Oh! Yes, he's been outside, but every time he does, a pigeon poops on him. He just can't figure out why. Never mind, be mean. This is, yeah, Uncanny Valley is here. Sweet Christ! I looked away for one moment and then saw him. We're all having nightmares now. Looks like the mock trial is about to begin. What are we gonna do about our meeting? Oh, speaking of the mock trial, do either of you know what it's about? Oh, but I thought we had sent a pamphlet to your office. Right, a pamphlet. Whatever happened to that? You won't be seeing it again. Trucy used it for the old rip it up and restore it trick. Unfortunately, it didn't work as advertised.
Well, it seems I'd better explain the situation then.
Thank you, Professor. Well, why is he a statue, though?
Now, does anyone have any questions?
I do, Professor. Could you tell me all about your school?
What an excellent question. Here's a gold star for asking.
Also, someone asked if I could make the dialogue go faster. I think that might work. It says autoplay and story mode. I don't think I'm doing... Maybe I'm doing story mode right now? Eh? Oh. Oh, no, I'm not. Okay, so I don't think that'll work. I didn't even know story mode was a thing. Turn this on to enable story mode in place of autoplay, allowing you to progress through the game automatically without having to press buttons. The answers to questions, presentation of evidence are all handled on your behalf. Wow. That's interesting. So basically it's like it plays the game for you because you just want to see the story. Interesting. What is all of this? Turn this on to enable consultations during trial segments. After failing to present the correct evidence a few times during cross-examination, you'll have the option to consult your partner for hints. Huh. Oh, it's on? I didn't even know it was on. I don't think I've used that. Maybe once? Oh, okay. I don't know if we can... Yeah, I don't think I can help it. Anyway. It's fine. Welcome in, Wolf. A gold star! Yippee! Yippee! Here's a gold star. Okay, he didn't smile. That's good. Our academy has 3 courses to choose from. I felt myself tensing up. I was like... The smile of misery is coming. Students seeking to be lawyers take the lawyer course. Likewise, budding prosecutors take the prosecutor course, and future judges the judge course. Wow, you have everything here for someone who wants to seriously pursue a career in law. Yes, well, that's what makes our school special, and today even more so. After all, we are to be treated to a lecture by the legendary attorney Phoenix Wright. We can't wait to hear all about his return to the legal profession. You're giving a lecture, Mr. Wright? But you're not even a professor. Yeah, well, I'm just giving them what they want. Just giving them what they want? And plus, like, people give lectures all the time that aren't professors. They're just, like, an expert in their field. Now, would I say Phoenix is an expert in his field? I don't know, but... he's a good lawyer. He kind of wings it most of the time, but, you know. Did you even know you were meant to be giving a lecture here today? Yeah, sort of. But I came early because I was supposed to have a meeting with the head of the judge course, Constance Court. Wait, that was the lady from the beginning! Oh no. Well, we know why she's late, don't we? It's been a whirlwind of a morning. Let's leave it at that. Professor Court. She is a wonderful instructor, but quite unpunctual. Oh, so that's who's late. From what I've heard, our esteemed Mr. Wright here is scheduled to hold a training seminar tomorrow, in addition to today's lecture. A training seminar? For lawyers? What exactly does that involve? Why, it involves the very skills that make a lawyer a lawyer! The arm angle when shouting objection! The proper way to strike the podium! How to protect one's voice! And most importantly, how to bluff your way to victory! Huh? Who exactly do you want me to teach stuff like that to again?
What a wonderful question. You just earned yourself a gold star. The great honor of taking a seminar by a famous lawyer and a famous prosecutor. That is what is at stake in this mock trial, the crown jewel of the school festival. She's late because she's late. Mock trial. The mock trial in question is a prestigious event that every student aspires to win. The top student in the lawyer course and the top student in the prosecutor course face off in a simulated court case set in this very school. As for the case itself, we select the best script written by a judge course student and base our case on that.
Ooh, a one-on-one battle? How thrilling.
So, if the student studying to be a lawyer wins, they get to take my training seminar? But what if the other student wins? I'm not a prosecutor, so... There's no cause for alarm. We have a famous prosecutor ready for just such a case. But exactly who it is, well, that is a special surprise!
A famous prosecutor? No, it can't be.
Professor Means, forgive me for interrupting you and your guests. Oh, this is probably a student.
I'm Juniper Woods, a senior in the judge course. Professor, the trial will begin shortly. Since you'll be delivering the pre-trial speech, would you mind waiting up in the balcony until we're ready for you?
Aye, how very organized you are, Juniper. You just earned yourself a gold star, too. But what about Professor Court? Well, I suppose she'll eventually arrive. Now then, I trust you will look after our visitors, Juniper?
Yes, of course, Professor Means. Juniper? Juniper Woods? Is that you? Then, Athena? I almost didn't recognize you. I didn't know you were back from Europe.
Wait, you two know each other? Now that's a coincidence.
We've known each other since we were kids. We're like best friends, right, Junie? Yes. Well, we lived close to each other, so we used to play in the forest together.
In the woods?
Yeah, like a lot. Why won't she look at me?
Uh-oh.
I guess I shouldn't be surprised since we haven't seen each other in a long time.
Anyway, we're supposed to go wait in the waiting room, right? Because that's where you wait? In the waiting room? It's made for waiting? Not that I wouldn't mind taking in the mock trial you're putting on today.
Unfortunately, the mock trial is only for students and faculty. There is one seat reserved for Mr. Wright, but no other exceptions are allowed.
Yes, I'm very sorry, but it is part of the student curriculum after all. I hope you won't mind remaining in the waiting room until the trial concludes. Oh, that's too bad. I was hoping to learn something new today. I'll tell you what, Apollo. Why don't you take my place?
What? Really?
Sure. Besides, I'd like to meet with Professor Court as soon as she gets here.
Aw, no fair! I want to see the mock trial too!
Sorry. I'm gonna let Apollo pull what little rank he has, if it's okay with Professor Means.
But of course, Mr. Wright! If that is what you wish!
It's settled then. We'll expect a full and detailed report, Apollo, so pay attention. He's gonna fall asleep.
Being the new kid sure stinks. If you would please follow me, I'll escort you down to the waiting room on the first floor.
Welcome in, Zoe! Yeah, the statue man is here. Does he only move if you turn around and stop looking at him? Themis Legal Academy, first floor waiting room. Still no Professor Court. It's been over 30 minutes.
And Mr. Wright's snoozing away on the sofa. This is so boring. I should have hid in the lecture hall and spied on the mock trial. Is Juniper a character we've already seen before? Because I thought Juniper Woods sounded familiar. What case was she from? Like from the first game? I do not remember what she was like. Or was she from like the first... She's the pine cone girl from the first case in this game, right? She is totally different. What the heck? I didn't even recognize her. I was like, Juniper Woods, that sounds familiar. Yeah, she was the defendant in the first trial. What the heck? I did not recognize her. Yeah, I remember her now. I'm so sorry. I'm terrible at remembering people. I swear. I swear. In real life, let alone characters. Ah! What was that? Sorry, she has a really late reaction to things. September 24th, Themis Legal Academy. First floor. Hallway. Athena. Could have sworn I just heard something fall down and break. If you go running now, they'll think it was you. Oh. Well, it wasn't me. I think it came from somewhere outside. Oh. We better go have a look, seeing as everyone else is in the lecture hall. Okay. Alright, here's the Themis Legal Academy outdoor stage. Is this stage for some sort of concert? It kind of reminds me of a courtroom. Wait, Athena. Behind the witness stand. What? Oh my god. Just in the middle of the stage? Is that an arrow? Ah! Holy shit! So it is a teacher. Professor Court. Can you hear me? Professor! Wait, that's who we were supposed to be meeting with? It looks like our meeting's been canceled for us. No way, this can't be real. Somebody killed the teacher. I called the police. They should be here soon. I'll go tell everyone in the lecture hall too. No, wait. They'll find out soon enough once the police get here. Let's do our own crime scene investigation before it gets too crowded around here. This is so illegal. Huh? Are we even allowed to do that? It's no big deal as long as we leave it exactly like we found it. Plus... No, never mind. Anyway, we should look around while the scene's still fresh. What are you hiding, Phoenix? But... Okay, you're the boss. Investigation time! Yay! Oh boy. Oh wow. Full like 360 view. Okay. Well, I guess we'll just go left to right. Jeez. And it looked like there was marks on her wrists too. Like she was tied up. And then she has the arrow. There was a bloody like ice pick in the beginning animation. There was some kind of book next to her. Neither Athena nor you recognized her. Like, if she showed up looking like she did before with, like, the little... She had braids, and then she had, of course, like, the pine cone and, like, all the nature stuff. I remember the vision of her, but not fully all the details. If she showed up like that, I would have recognized her, but like, oh, that's Athena's friend from earlier. But she looked so different, and her name was the only thing that was the same. No clue. I'm the same way. Not gonna lie, her design is basic compared to everyone else. Yeah, I mean, now she just looks like a student, you know? Completely average, you know? Vermont farm girl who sells homemade textile art in downtown Burlington. Right. I forgot about that. That headcanon. We should start by studying the body. I wonder what's the best angle for this. Oh, okay. I guess this. Yeah, there's markings on her wrist. I guess I really do have to examine the body. Well, guess I'd better get used to stuff like this if I want to be a full-fledged lawyer. Lawyers usually aren't investigating the scenes of a crime, but alright.
Ugh. There's an arrow stuck in her side. Gunshot wounds and stab wounds are pretty common, but arrow wounds? This is a homicide any way you slice it. In other words, we have a murder on our hands. A murder? Here? So, that makes this arrow the murder weapon. Well, that and the bow that shot it. Right. But where could the killer have shot her from? The stage is a sea of obstructions. I'm no expert on archery, but it can't be easy to hit a target with this much stuff around. Would it be possible to kill someone by stabbing them with an arrow? I'm not sure. Guess we better do some more investigating before jumping to conclusions. Okay. The arrow that pierced the victim's side, it's stained with blood. What do we have here? A book? I'm guessing it fell out of her chest pocket. Wait! What if it's her diary? That's the most private thing a girl has. True, but considering the situation at hand, my apologies to the late Professor Court. No, don't! It's a diary. Or maybe like a schedule book? Looks more like a planner than a diary. Every page seems to have the same sword mark printed on it at that. I still think a girl deserves her privacy, but this may help us solve the case. Okay, we got Court's planner added. Constance Court's planner. A sword emblem is printed on the cover and each page. That's probably going to be important. Let's look at this. Notice anything strange about the body? Take a deep breath and then take a good look. Well, now that you mentioned it, there's no blood around it. Right. Yet the victim's body is cold and rigor mortis has already started to dissipate. It would appear that quite some time has passed since Professor Court was murdered. The thing is, the quad was packed with students up until the start of the mock trial. Wait, then doesn't that mean she was killed at a different location? Oh, I know. The killer moved the body here while everyone was in the lecture hall. That's a definite possibility. Notice anything else? Her arms are raised over her head and there are dark bruises around her wrists. Yeah, the professor was probably tied up with something. Eventually, her wrists were unbound, and as she reached up to stretch, she was killed? Actually, I'm not so sure about this theory. Well, there's not exactly a lot to go on. I think that's about all we're gonna find out from the body for now. Nice work, Athena. Your face only turned 5 shades of pale. I was expecting 50. We should probably take a picture of the crime scene just in case. Okay, I'm on it. Say cheese. Now, why would you say that? Now, why would you go and say that? Cheese. And I thought I was the one with the twisted sense of humor. I think that should do it. Alright. Let's take a better look around the area while we wait for the police to arrive. I guess let me take some notes on what they said. Okay, so... Professor Court... Yeah, why did she say that? Professor Court, let's see. So first of all, Juniper seemed kind of weird. Professor Court has bruises on her wrists. Let's see. No blood around the body. So it was moved. Let's see, she has a planner. Has a sword emblem on each page. She was killed with an arrow. We think. I think that was it. Let's take a better look around the area while we wait for the police. Oh yeah, there's stuff everywhere. This pile of rubble sticks out like a sore thumb. Looks like broken pottery or plaster. Maybe this is the source of that noise we heard. There were supposedly 2 statues on this stage. I seem to recall hearing that a co-ed from the Fine Art Club had made them. There were 2?
And that thing over there is the remains of another statue? This could be related to the case. Let's take a closer look. There's something buried in the rubble. The Themis Herald? Wait, we shouldn't disturb it. Let's just read what we can. Pending declaration of love rocks campus. And then we have the 3 students from the beginning animation. Final act in torrid love triangle centered on campus. She-Devil, Juniper Woods? What? Level-headed lawyer course genius and hot-blooded prosecutor course student. So there's a lawyer, a prosecutor, and a judge student in a love triangle? Will go head-to-head in a mock trial battle for the She-Devil's Black Heart. Hugh O'Connor has declared that he will confess to her if he wins. Huh? Wait, what? I seriously wish I hadn't read that. You find that more shocking than discovering a murder victim's body? But we're talking about my friend Junie here. She would never lead guys on like that. Athena, you don't believe everything you read, do you? This article is clearly written with malicious intent. I'm not buying a word of it. You're right, but it's still disturbing even if it's third-rate tabloid material. Okay, a school paper with a malicious scoop on alleged love triangle involving Junie. Weird. I wonder what this was a statue of. Whatever it was reddish purple. When Apollo and I first got here, both statues were already here, but they were covered up. I bet they were waiting to unveil them when the school festival moved here to this stage. You mean this duffel bag looking thing was actually being used to cover the statues? I guess that just leaves the question, were they broken by accident or on purpose? What a puzzle this is. The colors remind me of Phoenix and Edgeworth, but I'm like, well, maybe it wasn't them. I don't know. Mr. Wright, Athena. Oh, here comes Apollo. I've never seen anyone move so fast. Listen, something big's happened. I was at the mock trial when the police announced a body had been found on campus. That's right, and we're the ones who phoned it in. We found Professor Court, dead behind the witness stand over there. What? Can you show me? What the? We've already had a quick look at the body. It's definitely a homicide. Once the police get here... No, I know it's a homicide. I'm shocked because it's the same. Exactly the same. As the mock... Oh, the mock case? Didn't they say that was submitted by a student? Whoa there, Apollo. Take a deep breath and explain what you mean. It's the same. The body, that is. It's just like how it was in the mock trial. What? It's like the mock trial? I know, it sounds crazy, but... The body's location and position, the murder weapon, the lack of pooling blood... It's all exactly like the mock trial. You're kidding, right? It can't really all be the same, can it? That means whoever wrote it probably was involved in this murder. But then why would they do that? My immediate thought is like, oh, maybe they want to go through the trial for pretend first to see how they could defend themselves in real court. Oh, man. Okay, weird. So, the mock trial was exactly like the real murder, I guess? I'll say. Okay, anyway. 3F Lecture Hall. Phoenix and Edgeworth were so influential. Red became synonymous with prosecutors and blue with lawyers. When I see those specific colors, I think of those two, personally. Whoever wrote it ain't slick. Uh-huh. Wasn't the mock trial case written by a judge? Oh, is that what they said? Juniper, no! The whole school's in an uproar. There won't be any more classes today. A murder on campus. That's the last thing I expected at a legal academy. I'll go tell Professor Means what we observed when we discovered the body. You two wait here until you've spoken with the police. Yes, boss. I can't believe this is happening. I can't believe we have to wait around here. I can't stay still at times like these. I hope Junie hasn't fainted from the shock of this whole thing. Ah, Athena. Athena. There you are. Junie, am I glad to see you? I was worried that... Don't worry about me. I am student council president after all. I need to be strong. Student council president? Wow, I'm impressed. She's really changed. She used to be kind of sickly and shy. Juniper, was it? Do you mind if we ask you a few questions? Yeah, we're stuck here waiting for the police, and there's really not much to do. Sure. What would you like to know? I haven't seen you in ages, Junie. What's it been, 7 years or so? Oh, wow. Yes, and I remember how you were always there for me, Athena. Maybe it's just me, but I wanted to ask why you seem so distant. Remember how you used to call me Athena? I liked it better that way. It felt like we were sisters, you know? Yes, but I'm student council president now. Okay. And I work for Phoenix Wright. What's the problem? And as the student representative of Themis Legal Academy, I have to act properly. Okay. She was never this stiff and formal before. I knew you wanted to be a judge, but I didn't expect this. It's such a prestigious school, and you're in the judge course to boot. Yes, and Professor Court had been in charge of it until, well, you know. Oh, right. Professor Court was the professor in charge of Junie's course. Okay. Yeah, no fun allowed. So, mock trial is submitted by judge student? I'll put a question mark because I don't remember. And then Juniper is Athena's old friend. Student council president. And victim was in charge of the course. Okay. The golden student curse. What sort of teacher was Professor Court? If I had to sum her up in a single word, I would say she was amazing. A judge must always seek the truth. That was her mantra, and she used it in trying to fix what was wrong with our school. She was a beacon of hope in this dark age of the law. What's wrong with your school? What did you mean by that? Oh, nothing. Never mind. Am I imagining things, or did I just detect something in Junie's voice? Professor Court chose my script for the mock trial. Right? Okay, that's not suspicious at all. Okay, so Juniper's mock trial script, I guess, was chosen by Professor Court. Professor Court's not dead, and she's just using this opportunity to teach all the students about law. Yeah, she's fine. What do they teach you in judge class? How to be bald? Oh no, you're so funny. Don't go bald. Professor Court chose my script for the mock trial. Oh? You mean all of the students in the judge course had to submit a script? And yours was the one she selected? That's amazing, Junie. Oh, thank you. But now Professor Court is... Who would do such a thing? Just yesterday we were working together, trying to get things ready. Oh, the coughing. Of course, I remember the coughing. Excuse me. Oh, she still needs to breathe in the sunflower. See, if y'all hadn't told me, Junie, this is Junie, I might have remembered her in this moment. Are you alright, Junie? Maybe you should take it easy for a while. So she's still got that cough. Guess she's not as strong as she pretends to be. You can't help if you have, like, allergies or something. Yeah, the coughing's what's familiar. Why do you need a script in a showdown between a lawyer and a prosecutor? Well, we were simulating a trial, so we needed a script as a framework. All the details about the incident and the people involved are included in the script. We also prepared a crime scene, photos, a murder weapon, and other kinds of evidence. Wow, you guys think of everything. Must be hard getting all of that ready. Yes, well, it was only Professor Court and I. After all, we didn't want the script or other elements of the mock trial to get leaked. This is not looking good for Juniper. The script was only seen by Junie and Professor Court. That's not good. Ooh. Welcome in, Anna! Junie! Junie's here, and she's coughing. She's coughing in our faces. Reverse allergies. Oh, she's allergic to everything but flowers and pollen. Oh no, you're good, Zoe. I appreciated it because I was like, this name sounds familiar. Who is she? You know, I should have known it was her. That's just on my terrible memory. Welcome in, Anna. How are you doing today? How are you? I was showing chat my chicken's eggs earlier. We just got one of our colorful egg layers to start laying today. She's supposed to lay blue eggs, but she laid a sage light green egg. We've got a green egg now. I'm a little sad we don't have blue. We could get another chicken. We could get one more. Have blue. It's okay. I'm just kidding. Anyway, I was showing chat chicken eggs. Okay. We didn't want it to get leaked. We were the only ones in the entire school who knew all of the details. Must have been a big pain in the... I mean, that must have been really difficult. I wrote the script so that the case could go either way. That way, the defense and the prosecution both had an equal chance of winning. If you think that's all she's capable of, you've got another thing coming. Huh? Who said that? I already don't like the guy on the right. I feel like the one on the left is probably in the arts club. Okay. Juniper's genius doesn't stop at her brilliant script. Yeah! She gave an award-winning performance as the defendant, man! I think I found a rival to my cords of steel. You, Robin, aren't you going to introduce yourselves to our guests? As student council president, I won't have you treating them rudely. You're right. I heard Mr. Wright was bringing a couple of guests with him. That would be you two. Apollo Justice and Athena Sykes. Yep, I'm Athena Sykes. And I'm Apollo Justice. Nice to meet you. I'll pass on the handshake. I'm studying to be a lawyer. The name's Hugh O'Connor. But some call me Mr. Perfect, because I never score less than 100% on tests. This is the guy, he's in high school right now, but this is the guy that when he goes to college, he's gonna raise his hand and then correct the professor. Actually, Professor, I heard that the statistics on this have recently been updated to include... 100% D's nuts! The guy on the right looks like he's going to tell me how accurately he's going to solve this trial by 99.9999%. Brother won't last a day in college. He's the guy that reminds the professor they have homework when they forget. Yes. Yes. Ugh. Most pretentious introduction ever. And what's with his hand? Is it glued to the inside of his pocket or what? Yeesh. Let me be the first to apologize for Hugh's totally rude introduction. Sorry! Now, here's my intro. I'm Robin Newman. I'm studying to be a prosecutor. Like the really cool kind that nails the bad guys. I like him. Look at his intense look. I like him better than the other guy. No! Where's the sincerity? Lay off the caffeine. Oh my god. So he makes pottery too? And what's that brace-like contraption for? Yeah, is it like to make him stronger? Junie sure has made some unusual friends. Junie, I just want you to know you don't have to date either of them, okay? You don't need to. You can say no. These two were the lawyer and the prosecutor in today's mock trial. And even though I wrote the script, I also played the part of the defendant. Interesting. Final act in Torrid Love Triangle centered on campus she-devil, Juniper Woods. Why is she a she-devil? I don't understand. Date Athena instead. Exactly. Level-headed lawyer course genius and hot-blooded prosecutor course student will go head-to-head in a mock trial battle for the she-devil's black heart. Wait, these two are the guys who supposedly have a thing for Junie? Juniper, come on. Your role's way beyond just that. That's right! The mock trial's just the start! She's also in the school festival's main event! Live on stage, Juniper Woods. Oh, live on stage, Juniper Woods, and the crowd goes bananas! Woo! I'm supposed to sing at the school festival. All of the other girls were too embarrassed to try out, so... My Junie singing? On stage in front of people? Wow, she really has changed. I was responsible for making everyone's stage costumes. How much shit are you doing? Wait! Wait a damn minute! Wait a damn minute! Why are you stealing Apollo's mother's drip? Excuse me? This is a Is this not literally Apollo's mom? Who is she? Who is she? Girl, you're gonna have burnout if you keep on like, I know! She's doing way too much. That's why she's so stiff, she's burnt out, right? It's good drip. No, it is. It is. You scroll up, chat. God, what secrets are you hiding from me, huh? The manliest man to man. We have the autistic kid and the ADHD kid. Love to see it. She's a she-devil because she's a woman. Yeah, someone has it out for her. God forbid a girl look a boy's way. I bet she doesn't even like either of them. This is so weird. There's no such thing as burnout, as I'm burnt out in my bed right now. That's why I didn't stream yesterday. I just couldn't. I did way too much this weekend, and I had no energy to be entertaining. I was like, if I stream, I'm gonna be like, hey chat, and this is what I'll be wearing. Yup. And this is what I'll be wearing. That's amazing, Junie, but then again, you were always good at that kind of thing. These constellations in particular are really something. Oh, thank you. One of my favorite things to do is look up at the stars in the middle of the forest. So you're a fan of the night sky, then? Wow, Apollo. I didn't know you were such a romantic. It's not like that. I have this friend, he and I go way back, who got me really interested in space. Wait, you had friends when you were young? Color me surprised. As student council president, I cannot allow such mean-spirited teasing to continue. She's not a student! Eep. I think she's angry. You're not the boss of me! Anyway, costume Junie was supposed to wear has a glowing star pattern. Oh, I guess I'll write that down too. Costumes were no problem, but as for singing, I'm not sure I... No! You can do it! That's right. And anyone who says otherwise will have to answer to me. It's like a chivalrous love triangle. A damsel in distress and two knights in shining armor. Maybe that Themis Herald article wasn't too far from the truth. Speaking of the latest news, I wonder how the mock trial turned out. So, how did the mock trial end? We were just about to reach a verdict when the police arrived. Now we'll never know how it would have turned out. Of course. I guess that's what happens when there's a real murder during a fake murder trial. It ended right before the verdict? Talk about bad timing. I was this close, man! I bet I would've won! But I bet the defense wasn't doing too badly either, right? Zen and the art of mastering the bar exam. We'll settle this some other time, and I assure you, I will win when that time comes. Like I'm gonna let that happen? I don't think so! I hope they don't end up hurting each other. Oh, don't worry. The three of us have been good friends since we enrolled here. We even have proof of our friendship. Proof? Like physical evidence proof? Yes. We're studying for a career in law, and in the legal world, evidence is everything. Yeah! As long as our friendship lasts, you can bet we'll be carrying them around! Ah, the famed Themis Legal Academy ingenuity at work. So what exactly is this proof of friendship anyway? Well, it's a secret, and if I show you, it would be bad luck. Oh, okay. I knew it. There's definitely some discord in Junie's voice. Our friendship is sacred and inviolable. It's not something to be put cheaply on display. Okay. Proof? We don't need no stinking proof! Us three are friends forever! I can hear discord in their voices too. But they're talking about their friendship. What's going on here? Something wrong, Athena? No, it's nothing. Oh. Alright then. Hey, isn't that... Everyone stay right where you are! Don't move a muscle! Oh. You all got matching tramp stamps? Huh? It says BFFs forever. Wait. You know what? I don't take it back. That's what they got. And that's why she's embarrassed to show it, because they forgot the last F is forever anyway. Best friends forever, forever. The best tramp stamp. Best friends forever, forever. Yup. Detective Fulbright, something wrong? Why, if it isn't my little lawyer friends. Sorry, but the small talk will have to wait.
Juniper Woods, you're under arrest for the murder of Constance Court.
What? Wait a second. What's going on here? Why are you arresting Junie?
Please, Detective Fulbright. We're involved in this case, too. Aha! So you're the lawyers the dispatch said were first on the scene. I can't tell you everything, but I will say this. There are two major reasons for her arrest. Number one, the suspect led somebody to where the body was.
I didn't...
And number two, the crime scene is exactly how the suspect portrayed it in her script.
But you can't arrest her on just those grounds.
True, but there's more. However, Prosecutor Blackwell specifically told me to say no more than that.
Oh, how convenient! And we're gonna see more of Blackwell, of course.
Okay, Junie's arrested because she led someone to the body. She wrote the script that matched the murder. And something else they won't tell us. Of course.
So Blackwell's the prosecuting attorney on this one too?
Detective Fulbright, we found this in the suspect's pocket. Oh shit. Why, there's blood on this. Oh no!
That's evidence we made for the mock trial.
A mock trial? Never heard of such a thing, but it sounds fishy to me. Real fishy.
We'll test it and see if it's real blood or paint. How about that?
Now, if you would, officers. Yes, sir.
But... Junie! I have to do something. I can't let them take her away like this.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have work to do. Like arresting all the wrong people. Oh shit.
Hold it! I refuse to believe that she's the killer! Junie! I've decided. I'm going to defend you. I'll fight with everything I've got. Athena. Junie, it's good to hear you say that name again.
Oh. Hate to interrupt your bonding time. Hey, sorry lesbians, but I gotta go. Aren't you rather new to all this? You're barely even a lawyer.
Well, I don't have much experience, and I may need Apollo and Mr. Wright's help at times. But nobody believes in Junie as much as I do!
I'll help you too, Juniper. There's no way you murdered your professor.
Nina. Apollo. Take... you both. And counting on you. We've got your back, Junie.
Guess things worked out after all. Now that you have your lawyers, Miss Woods, it's time for us to head back to the station.
I can't believe Junie's been arrested for murder. And I can't believe I accepted her case without asking Mr. Wright.
Take a deep breath and relax, Athena. I'm here to help with whatever you need. So let's get right on the case.
Right. And let's get some shoes.
Gotta clock into the bird factory! I'm gonna just assume you want a purple star, Alfred.
Oh my God, shit.
Welcome in, how you doing? How's your Wednesday? Yeah, you just missed the lesbians. Here you go, Alfred. Your star. Thank you so much for resubscribing for 62 months! I mean, if you're offering, yeah. We've got purple,
I think we've only got one more purple star after that, so it's gonna be first dibs for whoever subscribes next. First dibs. Right. I won't have this case left in the hands of rank amateurs. If anyone's going to solve this case, it'll be me. Time to investigate. Why, that smug little... He hasn't even finished law school. Ew! That was totally rude! And you're not the only one on the case, man! I'm in too! Big time! Juniper Woods! I'm gonna save you! Now that those two are gone, let's get back to what I was talking about in front of the stage. About the mock trial, that is. Oh, right. You said the victim's location, position, and so on were just like in the script. Exactly. But without the script or any props, it's kind of hard to explain. Perhaps I could help. Hair, forehead, huh? What the fuck is he doing? He was one of the statues. He was one of the statues. I thought so, because when I looked at the one that I thought was Edgeworth, I was like, that's not Edgeworth's midriff. I saw like a black button-up, like, not tucked into the pants, and I was like, that kind of looks like that other guy. Suddenly Clavier is back. Prosecutor Gavin, what are you doing here? You two seem to know each other. Is someone gonna introduce me? Oh my god, what voice did I give him? Why, I do believe we have a fresh face here. Greetings, Fraulein. I am Clavier Gavin. Some know me as a prosecutor, but I'm most famous for my former rock band. We were quite popular, you know, but regrettably, the band went kaput. Perhaps you've heard of us. The Gaviners? I was the lead vocalist. Never heard of your band. Then again, I was out of the country till only recently. But, can I get your autograph? You just met him like 3 seconds ago and you want his autograph? Forgive me, Fraulein, but I've retired from the music biz. But I'd be happy to offer my autograph as a rock star prosecutor, Clavier Gavin. Oh, okay. That one then. She's a lively one, eh? Hair, forehead? Didn't know she was your type. She's the newest member of Write Anything Agency. That's it. Nice to meet you. I'm Athena Sykes. A pleasure to meet you too, Athena Sykes. Now that the intros are out of the way, I'm sure you have some questions for me. Yeah? Hair, forehead? So he was the prosecutor that was gonna give, what was it? Classes? Instructions to the winner? If it was the prosecutor, that is. He's back! Why are you here? So, what are you doing here, Prosecutor Gavin? I'm here for the same reason as your boss. To give a lecture and a training seminar. So he's the famous prosecutor they invited. And I have another crucial role to play. The Gaviners are getting back together for a one-time special performance. Even though you guys disbanded, which was a shame, by the way. Really. Yeah, I know how much you adored our music, Hair, Forehead. Anyway, I studied abroad in Germany to get my badge early, but I did graduate from here. Wait, so that performance Junie mentioned... I see you've already heard about that. One student representative was selected to sing with us on stage. And the stage was supposed to look like this tomorrow. Oh, yep, so it was Phoenix and Gavin. Interesting. 2 big banners and a pair of wicked statues. This is just an illustration, but it's not half bad. Wicked statues? Wait, are these supposed to be you and Mr. Wright? Bingo, Fraulein. And they were so big and magnificent, too. What a terrible waste. But the worst part of this whole thing is... my long-awaited reunion with my mentor never came to pass. Wait, don't tell me your mentor was... Professor Court. She was the one who taught me how to think about the law. So, Constance Court was your professor here at the Academy. She may have taught the judge course, but she had a huge impact on me. She was fond of saying the end is only justified through proper means. She wouldn't tolerate dishonesty and always revered what was right beyond all else.
I can feel Prosecutor Gavin's sadness. Oh no, I think I'm gonna cry.
Athena, are you tearing up?
Though I can't blame you. Prosecutor Gavin owes a lot of who he is to Professor Court.
Exactly. So, as you can see, we are both joined in purpose, so to speak, yeah? Now, let's rock this place hard. Huh? I don't follow. Let's rock what? Forget already. Forget already, hair forehead? I said I'd help you explain the mock trial. We're going to reprise it right here in the lecture hall. It might help us catch her killer. Just don't make me listen to a song over and over and watch a really bad CGI cutscene, please.
Mock trial reenactment. All rise.
Okay, well, here we are. This is interesting. With the music and everything. Yeah, Athena's gonna defend her Judge GF Juniper. Judge GF Juniper. I feel like that should be a tongue twister. Wednesday's going swell. Was about to sleep. Been up since 3 a.m. About Alan Wake 1 and 2, Lollipop Chainsaw, and pre-ordered Silent Hill F. Oh, I forgot about Silent Hill F. A lot of gaming to be had. Ooh. Well, I appreciate you staying up to hang out with us. We get to listen to that song again. Welcome in, Arkham. Howdy, howdy. How you doing? He's gonna Zoom call from jail to play with the rest of the band. The side ponytail. I'm back in 6th grade. Oh my god. Yeah, he's got like... It's like a drill ponytail. I don't know. I don't know. And he's like a rocker. He's a rocker lawyer. Right. The stage is ready. And you, hair forehead? Ready to rock? No. The defense is not ready to rock. You saw the actual mock trial earlier, right? Just relax, you'll do fine. Besides, we have the script right here.
Junie's masterpiece? The one everyone's been talking about?
Yeah. And there's only one in existence. I borrowed it, if you will. Now, Fraulein, we'll need you to play the part of defendant and judge as per the script.
Okay, got it.
I've only read the case outline so far. I don't know how it actually turns out, so I'll treat this like I'm prosecuting a real case. You, hair forehead, will play the part of a fledgling lawyer, a role you were born to play. All the evidence is also here with us. We have everything we need to reprise the mock trial.
Très bien. Let's get started. Defendant/Judge Athena Sykes is psyched and ready to rock. Court is now in session for our reenactment of the mock trial. Or what I'd like to call the mock trial.
Yeah, a double mockery perhaps, but a trial is still a trial. Achtung, baby! It's no holds barred. Let's rock.
Ah, can't we take it easy today?
Objection!
It may just be a mock of a mock, but there's only one way to compete. You play to win. So remember, each time I catch you slacking off, I'm holding you in contempt of court.
Great. A judge that voices her own objections and abuses her judicial powers. I love it when the cast has a thing that makes them identifiable. You have the rocker, the one with the coffee, the gay one. Oh, Achtung Baby is an album by U2. I didn't know that. Yeah, so he's actually a character from the first game in this trilogy with Apollo Justice. Which is the guy in the red, of course. This is the second game in the trilogy. So in the first one, Gavin was like a major, or was it? Yeah, that was the first Apollo game, right, y'all? He was like the major prosecutor, so I'm surprised he's back. I didn't know we would see him again. Now then, Prosecutor Gavin, your opening statement, if you please.
You got it, Fraulein Judge. Our case is set in a school very much like this one. The victim, a professor, female. The defendant, an archery club member, also female.
Archery club, okay. Let's take some notes on the mock trial. So, victim is a female professor. Defendant is a female archery club member. And I mean, is Juniper even in the archery club, you know?
What'd I do?
Oh. I closed my notes and I got scared. Okay. I've already heard Pink Floyd lyrics in this game. These devs and Araki listen to the same music. Perhaps, perhaps. I mean, these are like world-famous bands. I don't know how I feel about everything being 3D. I liked the 2D sprites. The 2D sprites had a character to them. You know, they had a very particular style. And I'm still kind of getting used to this. I do think that they perfected it with Chronicles. I think Chronicles looked amazing. It was really smooth, really funny, and great. But this is the first time they ever did 3D, so there's going to be some clunkiness. I'm kind of hoping that the next game is a little better, but we'll just have to see. But yeah, I do agree with you. I really did like the 2D sprite art.
Oh me, oh my. I'm innocent. Innocent, I tell you.
That's seriously bad acting, Fraulein. Anyway, the victim's body was discovered in the middle of the quad. The quad. Here's a shot of the crime scene. Ironically, it was Professor Court who posed as the corpse. This is crazy. Hair forehead. How did the mock trial participants react to this photo? Mr. Newman was surprised by what Professor Court was wearing. He reacted with, "Oh, the green sweatsuit. That's not exactly what I would pick to focus on, so why would he care about that?" Okay. Mr. Newman. And then that's what she was wearing when she died, too. In real life. Spirit of Justice, the next game, came out after the first Chronicles game, so it should be good. Ooh, okay. That makes me more excited. Okay. I am looking forward to it now. So why would he care about the tracksuit? Where's the blood? Yeah, exactly. They didn't have any blood in that picture at all. I don't know if it's like because they're doing like a mock trial, it's all pretend. Because there wasn't even any blood where the arrow struck her. Maybe they didn't want to do it for like a school case. I don't know. I'm not sure. Too much of a fledgling to know what's important, that one. In any case, both in the mock trial and the actual case, Professor Court was wearing a sweatsuit. Moving right along.
Hold it!
Hey, wait a sec. The body was discovered in the same area as the mock case, although there was a stage. Right. And then this one, she's, like, been tied up. Plus, the murder weapon, an arrow, and the lack of blood are also the same. Yeah, there's supposed to be a lack of blood, like, pooling under her body, so that's similar. That's right. And therein lies the significance of this mock trial. So let's keep rocking it hard just like that. Before the crime occurred, the defendant was to meet with the victim at the quad.
Let's see here. When I arrived at our meeting place, I found the professor with an arrow in her stomach. But it wasn't me. I didn't kill her.
You don't have to ham it up like that, Athena. It's called getting into character, hair forehead. Don't be such a wet blanket. Be a dry one. Right. Let's see. Oh yeah, then Hugh said... A frail co-ed used her bare hands to stab her professor with an arrow? I don't think so.
At the time of the murder, a male student was seen holding a bow in the archery club room, which has a clear view of the quad. He shot the arrow into the victim before my client even got there. "9-9, hair forehead. That feigned swagger does not suit you in the least."
Order! 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 Especially you, Mr. Justice.
Me? But I was just trying to get into it like Mr. Euro Rocker said. Poor Apollo. Okay, hold on. So... okay. So the mock case also had a lack of blood at the site of the body. And then the defendant was supposed to meet with the victim in the quad. But then she showed up and saw her dead. Okay. A male student was seen holding a bow in the archery club room. And wasn't that guy holding something in like a case? I didn't know what it was. It could have been a bow. Maybe he's in the frickin' archery club and he shot her. But it's just so weird if this all played out exactly as she wrote and no one else read it. Okay.
So the victim was shot from the archery club room before the meeting took place. Hence, the defendant could not be the killer. That seems to be the defense's assertion. Prosecutor Gavin, do you have any objections?
The autopsy report notes that the edges of the victim's wound were unusually ragged. Could such physical trauma possibly result from an arrow shot from a bow? 9. I believe the victim was impaled with the arrow by hand post-mortem. In short, the real murder weapon was not the arrow at all. When Robin was prosecutor, he had a tough time determining the real murder weapon. Well, he's just a student, a warm-up act, while I am the real deal, the headliner, so to speak. The true murder weapon was most likely the awl that was left in the art room. So that was like the ice pick looking thing. Okay, so the arrow wound is ragged. Probably not killed by an arrow, but by the awl. Okay.
An awl? What's that? I mean, An awl, you say? What might that be?
It's a kind of tool used for poking holes in paper, wood, and other materials. It's kind of like an ice pick. I have a photo here if you're interested.
Gross. It's all bloody up to the handle. Please tell me it's just paint.
Most likely, Fraulein. Pretty realistic, yeah? Let's pretend it's real blood for now. The defendant's prints were lifted from the murder weapon. Okay. Furthermore, traces of the victim's blood were discovered in the art room. So, defendant's prints found on the awl, and victim's blood found in art room. So that would be the real place of the murder. That's where I believe the murder actually took place.
So the question now is, how did the body get from the art room to the stage?
The murder took place in the 3rd floor art room, but the body was found in the quad.
It must have been quite a chore moving the body all that way.
Not at all.
There's a maintenance area and storehouse right outside the art room. And a cart used to carry balls around was found there.
Oh, I think I've seen one of those before. But that's a pretty big one.
A jumbo, yeah. Big enough to fit a person or body in it. The defendant dropped the body from the art room window, then moved it with the cart. Damn! Dropped it from the window? Shouldn't something have broke? That is how a high school girl could easily move a body all by herself. Well, how would she lift it up into the cart? You don't say!
Objection!
A body dropped from 3 stories up would show signs of massive blunt force trauma. That's what I was saying. That may be true, but you failed to account for the large high jump mat in the storehouse. A body dropped onto such a mat would show no signs of blunt force trauma. Yikes. It's almost scary how similar this whole case is to the mock trial proceedings. Huh. Okay. So, dropped the body from the art room window onto a mat. So no bruising or broken bones. And then a ball cart from the gym used to move the body from the... I guess I'll just say move the body to the stage. Okay. Quite the crafty killer. In an attempt to cast suspicion on the archery club, they moved the body to the quad, where it would be an easy shot from the club room. Then, the killer faked the murder weapon by inserting an arrow into the All's stab wound.
Sounds like he has only high praise for Junie's script.
Were there any further arguments from the defense?
Nope. It seemed like the teacher who was playing the judge was satisfied too.
Time for the finale, then. Your verdict, if you please, Fraulein Judge.
Huh? Oh, right, that's me. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Juniper Woods. Wait a second. Even if this is just a mock trial of a mock trial, I don't want to declare Junie guilty.
Yeah, perhaps that's not such a good idea. Let's end our mock trial here. Besides, it's about time I get back to my investigation.
Thanks, you two. That little run-through of the mock trial cleared up quite a few things.
Okay, we got the script added to the court record. Top secret script written by Junie. There's only 1 copy. Octung, baby! The prosecution's already got a witness sized up too.
That was quick. Prosecutor Blackpill's almost too good. You're sure in a helpful mood today, Prosecutor Gavin.
Well, like I said, I just want to catch whoever killed Professor Court. And there's no reason for me to start butting heads with you two. Anyway, I won't say goodbye, as I'm sure I'll be seeing you later.
I always thought prosecutors were all a rather scary bunch, but Prosecutor Gavin seems pretty nice.
Yeah, he's not so bad as prosecutors go. We should get back to investigating too. We don't have nearly enough information yet.
And we also have to tell Mr. Wright that we accepted Junie's case.
Right. Looks like we have our work cut out for us. Alright. I guess let's go... hallway? We'll see. Oh, wait, did I see something about Palia earlier and I totally forgot to read it? I got totally distracted. Didn't someone say that there's chickens in Palia now? That was like an hour ago. Oh. Who talked about Palia having chickens? That was forever ago. Oh my god, yeah. This was forever ago. I'm so sorry. It's like I read it in my mind and then I didn't read it out loud. There was a Palia update today and now you can have chickens. Well, I'm gonna have to play Palia now. I'm gonna have to get back into Palia now. I'm so sorry, I didn't see that. You can raise chickens in Palia? Hold on, I have to go look at what they look like. Oh my god, I think they look ridiculous. Hold on. They look so silly. Their crests are so big. Oh my goodness. It's finally coming. The chicken. Oh, is it animal husbandry in general? I wonder how many animals there are. It looks like there's at least chickens and like the little ox things. Those are some silly looking chickens. They look very silly. That's cute. Assignment turned in. Time for gaming while listening to the sillies. The silly Ace Attorneys. Yeah, I saw that you were doing like an Avengers marathon. I never watched any of the 4 films. But how did you feel about it? What did you think? Did you like all the movies? I have kind of fallen out of watching superhero movies, honestly. I do want to see the newest Superman, of course. I do intend to watch that. But when it comes to like Marvel, I fell out of watching the movies after... I mean, I've seen all the Venom movies because I like Venom a lot. I think I've seen all the Spider-Man movies because Spider-Man's usually my favorite. But I think I stopped watching after the second one with the purple guy. Like, I saw Endgame, and I think there was a one after that. All the stuff with the Infinity Stones. I stopped watching after the second one. So I don't know. I did like them at the time though, but I just kind of fallen out from watching them. From FNAF, yeah, the purple guy from FNAF. That's who I'm talking about, of course. Age of Ultron sucked. Pretty much all of Civil War, Infinity War, and Endgame were near perfect. Both Endgame and Infinity War have me suck. Yes. Yeah, they're very emotional movies. I think it's just like after those came out, I didn't watch the next one that came out, and then that just kept happening. So I just haven't really been watching a lot of superhero stuff, but at the time I really liked them. Well, I'm glad you liked most of the movies. I don't think I've seen Age of Ultron. You know what I wanted to watch? I wanted to watch that show that had, what was it? It was the one with like the Scarlet Witch, and then she like makes, well, I don't know if it's spoilery. I haven't watched it, but I wanted to watch it. It's her and her boo. Her and her love interest, WandaVision. Yes, thank you. I wanted to watch that because I thought the premise was really interesting. I just haven't done it. Mr. Wright. I heard they arrested your friend Juniper. Yeah, Detective Fulbright just took her in. I refuse to believe that one of our students is capable of murder. We must prove her innocence by any means necessary. The end justifies the means. What do you mean, the end justifies the means? I, Professor Means, always say what I mean, and mean what I say by all means. Here at our esteemed academy, we train our students to produce meaningful results. You believe in Juniper's innocence, do you not? Of course I do. Junie wouldn't even hurt a fly. Precisely. We have justice on our side. The only other thing we need are results. It is the height of folly to endanger your client by failing to pursue all means possible. Sure, I want to prove her innocence, but I don't like the sound of that the end justifies the means part. Well, you are still young and idealistic. It's no wonder you fail to see the wisdom therein. There is but one thing to do now. I must personally take up Juniper's defense. You're going to take her case, Professor Means? I may be a professor, but I am still licensed to practice law. In fact, I have even battled Professor Court in court. No kidding. So you guys were rivals or something? No, nothing of the sort. She was an esteemed colleague at the academy and in court. I think he killed her. I think you did it with your creepy smile! You see, both Professor Court and I graduated from this academy at the top of our class. Wow. I bet they both used to really bring it. Now, if you would excuse me, I had best go discuss the case with Juniper.
Professor Means, please wait. I didn't want to say anything, but Apollo and I already agreed to take her case. It's true. Juniper's counting on us to prove her innocence.
Really now? You two.
And when were you planning on telling me? Sorry, boss. I know we should have asked first, but...
Relax. Your friend was just hauled away in front of your eyes. Sometimes, you just have to make snap decisions. I think you made the right one. How wonderful! Very well, Athena Sykes! Let me ask you just one thing. As a lawyer, what is it that you treasure beyond all else?
That's an easy one, Professor. Seeking justice for my clients.
What a wonderful answer. Juniper must be overjoyed to have a friend such as you. As her professor, I too shall do whatever I may to help her. And if you decide to take the end justifies the means strategy, come see me at once!
Let's hope it never comes to that.
Now, if you would excuse me. I think there's something wrong with him. Well, time's a-wasting. Better start investigating and fast. But first, how about I tell you everything I know so far?
Yes, please.
Okay. Let me just jot down that he's being a little suspicious. So he is... Who is he? He is Aristotle Means. So Professor Means wanted to take Junie's case. Originally. And said the end justifies the means. Which is weird. Don't like how he's staring at me. He has such a creepy aura. I don't like it. He reminds me of the weeping angel statues. Like, there's something wrong with him. I don't like him. I feel like what made Endgame emotional was I basically grew up watching the MCU. I remember being 7 and watching Iron Man in theaters. The X-Men movies, right. Not Marvel, but I've recently started watching Peacemaker. Pretty good, definitely a show that airs on HBO. Okay. I do not want to think of Mr. Memes bringing it, as the kids say. Yeah, I think I might have heard about Peacemaker, but I've heard Peacemaker's good. Happy James Gunn is basically the head of DC now when it comes to films, especially since Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Aside from Logan, is my favorite superhero film. And then I don't like how he's staring at me. We're talking about so many things right now. All I know about... Hello? All I know about Peacemaker is Sam Lake took inspiration from the show opening for the choreo for Champion of Light. Really? Okay, let me look up Peacemaker. Oh. I don't know if I have heard of this. This is the summary of the internet. Chris Peacemaker Smith is a mercenary who believes he's pursuing freedom and peace when he's really just killing people. What makes him who he is? How was his life? Who are his friends? So he's just going around killing people? Oh, the main character's John Cena. That's why you did that. I didn't know. Oh my. So there's so many, like, different kinds of superhero shows out right now. There's this one. There's the live action one where the main character's like this blonde superhero guy and he's very like gray area with ethics and stuff. I have not watched any of these. And then there's the animated one where the hero is like a bad guy basically because he uses his powers for evil, but he's a hero. And then he has a kid who has powers. Oh my god, I think it starts with an I. I don't remember the names of all these shows because I don't watch them, but there's so many shows like that right now. Bro kills people, realizes killing is wrong, and tries to do better. That's Peacemaker. Okay.
Shocked at how good of an actor John Cena is, though. I've heard he's good. I don't remember a movie I've seen him in. I might have watched one with him. Yeah, he said in an interview he wanted to have a dance, and the intro was one of the inspirations. Huh. Another inspiration was the little movements mocap actors have to do when they start filming. Yeah, I might have to at least go look up the intro for Peacemaker now. This little fancy song playing right now. I don't know if y'all know what other shows I was talking about. What is it, like Invincible or something? I think it is Invincible. Yeah, Invincible. I was interested in watching that. And then... what's the live action one? Oh, did any of y'all watch Smallville? Oh my god. Me and my family watched that all the time when I was growing up. It's like a superhero, a Superman TV show. Which of these shows? The Boys! I was thinking about The Boys. So I was talking about The Boys and Invincible. Now there's a lot of superhero shows. Ooh, what was the one that I watched that I liked? Start with an L. It was on Netflix. And then I think they had another season and I didn't watch it because I'm terrible. I'm awful about watching shows when their new season comes out. I haven't even finished, well, I think I finished What We Do in the Shadows. I purposely made us watch that. I think we finished it. What is this? Was it Luke Cage? I think Luke Cage. We watched the first season and really liked it and then never watched it when it came back. I'm awful. L? Why'd you say L? Not superheroes, but if y'all like Star Wars, I implore y'all to watch Andor, made by the people who made Star Wars Rogue One. It's peak Star Wars, better than A New Hope and Return of the Jedi. Heard Smallville's a fun show. Yeah, it's an old show. That's from like the early 2000s. We watched it all the time. I don't know how good it is now. Watched The Boys for like 2.5 seasons, and I guess I got tired of the excessive gore since I tried. It's really gory. I don't really know anything about it. I just know that it's like a very like mature, you know, rated superhero show, and the superheroes are like not good people. That's it. And the main character's blonde guy. I don't know. Aristotle is my age apparently already then. He is not indicative of who you are. Don't let it get to you. He's a rough 45, okay? Doesn't mean you are. This is a rough 45 man, okay? He's a literal statue. With the creepiest grin I've ever seen. He's the outlier. Okay, I wanted to look at our evidence. Let me see. So, can't look at that. Can look at this. So, 22nd. What day is it today? It keeps saying. Well, okay, 24th. It looks like it's the 24th because she was gonna meet with Mr. Wright. Okay. 22nd, routine report. Need to speak with Hugh O'Connor. Interesting. 23rd, meet with Hugh about that report yesterday. Important. Maybe Hugh did it. 24th, 9 a.m., prep for mock trial. Final confirmation. 1 o'clock, meet with Mr. Wright about training seminar. 2 o'clock, mock trial begins. So she died between 9 a.m. and 1 p.m., I believe. We might have an autopsy report later. Okay. I'm gonna put, victim met with, Connor. I'll call him Hugh. Day before death. There we go. And then we already looked at this.
Looked at this. So she was gonna wear this and then sing with the same band that Apollo's mom sang with. Okay, facts about the case. A body with a protruding arrow was found in the quad, but the murder weapon wasn't all. The arrow was inserted as a ruse. The actual murder scene was the art room, where traces of blood were found on the floor. The body was dropped from the 3rd floor art room to the maintenance area below. A mat was laid out to cushion the fall. A ball cart from the storehouse was then used to move the body to the stage. The archery club's room has a good view of the quad. The body was moved to the quad to make it look like an archery club member had shot the victim with an arrow. Things to prepare all. Buy with school festival funds. Get from hardware store. Arrow. If I borrow one from the archery club, it could give away part of the script's plot to be decided. Interesting. Sweatsuit. Victim's outfit will be a red one from the prosecutor course. Oh. Okay, that's why... Who was it? Mr. Newman. Who's Mr. Newman? Oh, Robin. Okay, Robin's the prosecutor. So, her suit was supposed to be red. Okay, asterisk that. The mock trial victim was supposed to wear a red tracksuit, but in the photo and in real life is wearing green. Okay. And then Mr. Newman, I gotta put in parentheses, as the student prosecutor. Because I did not remember his name at all. We got Hugh and Robin. Okay. About the murder.
Have you learned anything new about the case? Actually, I ran into Professor Gavin, and he told me something interesting. It seems the murder took place in the art room. There's traces of a large pool of blood there, just like in the mock trial. Wow.
Things are not looking good for Juniper, I have to say. I'm gonna have to keep track of the mock trial details and the real trial details in this. Oh, God. Okay, IRL victim. Well, we don't know if it's her blood, but there was blood. So, oh my God. IRL case? Okay. Blood found in art room. Wow. Man, okay.
So the police believe the body was moved from there to the stage. What? Really? Just like the mock trial again. The police are searching the art room, but whether they'll find anything, well, what? Come to think of it. Let's do our own crime scene investigation before it gets too crowded around here. Are we even allowed to do that? It's no big deal as long as we leave it exactly like we found it. Plus, never mind. Now, where was I again? But there's really no need to talk about it right here, right now. I want you two to find out for yourselves. So, were you shocked by your conversation with Professor Means? Oh, I guess so. Actually, that was pretty shocking. The dark age of the law. I'm sure you've heard those words before. Sure, a number of times. Prosecutors file false charges and lawyers fight back by fabricating evidence. There's a lot of that going around these days. The question is, how is it related to the case at hand? Training students to produce results. That is the school's policy. Well, that in and of itself isn't a bad thing. Right. As long as those results come by fair and honest means. Oh, but what was it that Professor Means said? The end justifies the means? Oh. To survive the dark age of the law, you must use any means necessary. Fabrication of evidence and false charges are unavoidable in the quest for results. That's what they're preaching here at Themis Legal Academy. But what'll happen to our legal system if results are all that matter anymore? Relax, it's just a rumor. I would take it with a grain of salt if I were you. Oh, that's a relief. You had me going there for a minute. Wait a second. What if Mr. Wright examined the victim's body for a reason? Maybe he was worried someone might actually tamper with the evidence. I think that about wraps up what I know so far. The fact that this case closely resembles Miss Wood's script is obviously important. Knowing that, you should probably try and identify what's the same and what's different. Okay, I'll try talking to as many people as I can on campus. Okay. So now we can go to the maintenance area. Let's go to the stage. And then why are the statues broken? I don't think did I write that down? I'm gonna write that down. The statues of Gavin and Phoenix are broken. On either side of the stage. Okay. And then what was Phoenix saying a minute ago? Right. There's a rumor that the school teaches students to fabricate evidence, or what else did they say? False charges to get results. Okay. Why does the school look like it came out of the Gilded Age? How rich is the school? I mean, it is a school for lawyers. I feel like the alumni probably all have a bunch of money. They donate. Who knows? Who knows? I'm reminded of a Murder, She Wrote episode where the murders copied from a book. And Jessica and everyone are like, wait, was that detail in the book or the actual murder? That's how I'm feeling right now. It's gonna get way confusing. I already know. I already know. Just noticed Aristotle had the tiniest of glasses. Yes, yes! He's got these tiny little glasses for ants. I thought the area was cordoned off. Hey, the police are discussing something over there. Oh, I know. I'll just quietly sneak over for a listen. Here goes. Ah, Athena, watch where you're... Oh. Huh? Ah! Ouch! Oh my god. Who put this stupid box here? Wait. Ah! Apollo! This box, there's... What now? There's someone or something inside. Don't let it be a snake. Why did he go to a snake? You morons just blew my cover. What the? There really is someone inside. That someone is me, Miriam Scuttlebutt. And I'm a senior in the judge course. You did the murder! What's with the box? It's the fate of who we live in the shadows. There's a very good reason why none may see my face by the light of day. Wait, if you're taking the judge course, did you write a mock trial script too? You really want to see my script that bad? Well, you better watch out. Read it without my permission, and you'll wish you hadn't. Who cares? I'm sure it was rejected for a good reason. Damn. Who the hell is this? So you're studying to be a judge too? You must be classmates with Juniper. Are you a friend of hers? Juniper? Sure, she's my friend. That's why I'm gathering info. Now, tell me all you know. You know, for tomorrow's trial. For tomorrow's trial? What are you talking about? I'm going to take the stand, naturally. So the witness for the prosecution is some weirdo in a cardboard box? This disguise is how I get my scoops. But you're right. It's me. So tell me everything you know for Juniper's sake.
Wait a second, Miriam. Repeat what you just said.
A lawyer with brains as bad as his ears. Poor Juniper. I'm taking the stand tomorrow. Tell me everything you know for Juniper's sake. Clear enough for you this time?
Don't tell her shit! I thought so. Athena, my bracelet's reacting.
Really? That means a lie already? That was quick.
Maybe she's the one that wrote the newspaper. She seems more like a journalist type. Is this an MGS reference? Yeah, every single person that hides in a box is an MGS. I mean, it could be. I don't know. Is it all the sweat falling down the fucking cardboard box? 200 bottle value pack. I think the lie is I'm taking the stand tomorrow, so I'm gonna have to find the nervous. Oh, hold on a second.
Gotcha!
It's that. That's strange. You suddenly tightened your grip when you said, for Juniper's sake. It's like you subconsciously tensed up because you're lying.
What are you talking about? When did I ever lie?
Okay then, let me ask you this.
Why were you selected as a witness? That's an easy one. I'm the editor-in-chief of the Themis Herald.
Uh-huh.
I know everything there is to know around campus, even the darkest of secrets.
Editor-in-chief, huh? Pretty impressive.
Yeah, well, it's a lonely one-woman operation. I do it all myself, from reporting to editing to publishing. Still impressed?
I'm impressed with the idea that you are the one that is hating on Juniper.
I'm a perfect storm of journalism because I bring it all to the table. And this is the evidence. Here. An extra edition of the Themis Herald, published to coincide with the mock trial.
An extra edition of the school paper that covers the mock trial.
Thanks, Miriam. You've revealed who you truly are. Someone who's never had Junie's best interests in mind. What? Are you questioning our friendship? Look, you may want answers, but no can do, because what you're saying conflicts with this piece of evidence.
Take that!
That's the Themis Herald, the paper I publish.
What about it?
Are you really that dense?
You're as dense as the cardboard box you're hiding in.
This article's full of malicious lies about Junie. It's definitely not something a true friend of hers would write. You've got it all wrong. Another staff member wrote that one. I don't think so, Miriam. You even said it yourself just a moment ago. It's a one-woman operation.
Or did you forget already?
If you'd just given me the info you have! Stupid pawn! Juniper's just using you!
Oh! What do you mean, using us? I think you have it out for her.
Now, I want the truth, Miriam. You hide in your box in order to collect gossip for your sleazy paper. Isn't that right?
You're not really friends with Juniper, are you?
No, duh. She's the target of my scoops, and my readers demand dirt. Extra, extra, the dirty little secret of the squeaky clean student council president. Dirty little secret? Alright, what are you planning to say in court, huh? I'm a witness to her part in the crime. I'm going to tell it all in a shocking expose. The end justifies the means. That's my brand of tell-all journalism. The end justifies the means? Wait a second.
So, Scuttlebutt is, the newspaper's only writer. So she wrote a bad article about Junie.
In this dark age of law, many of us embrace Professor Means' methods, even future judges. I've even adopted an end justifies the means brand of journalism, which includes tape recorders secretly hidden all over our campus, secretly recording every last word without anyone being any the wiser. Doesn't she realize that's totally illegal? And one of them was at the scene of the crime, the art room.
You put a tape recorder in the art room? What did it record?
You want to know? You really want to know? Yes, please. That's so nice of you to... Like I'd really tell you now. The big scoop comes out in court tomorrow. You're so mean, Miriam. According to my evidence, a fatal fissure had opened between the three of them. Who? Junie, Hugh, and Robin? And what do you mean by fatal fissure? Juniper, Hugh, and Robin used to be the best of friends. Used to be? They still seem to get along fine to me. I did sense some discord, though. You don't know anything. Professor Means has his followers, and Professor Court had hers. Their influence is inescapable. Are you implying that one of them adheres to that extreme idea you and Professor Means have? But why would anyone follow that philosophy? How could you possibly understand? You're new around here.
Miriam, wouldn't you feel better if you came out of the dark and into the light?
I can see fine in here. You'll be the one seeing the light in court tomorrow. Then you'll realize how guilty Juniper Woods really is.
Ugh, we're gonna have to cross-examine her tomorrow. I don't know where to start. Well, let's at least take care of whatever we can today.
You're right. Let's see what else we can find out.
Okay. I guess let's move on. Go back to the lecture hall, maybe? One of them got their tramp stamp removed, causing the friendship breakup. How could they betray the group like that? That's a very strong box. Can endure gallons of sweat.
Look, there's Hugh. Hey, Hugh! You're a huge asshole.
Oh, it's you two. Do you want something? Did you find anything? You said you were going to do some investigating of your own. Okay, so wait, so... Scuttlebutt said there's a rift between the trio, which is Hugh, Robin, and Junie. One of them follows the end justifies the means philosophy. Okay. Nope, nothing yet. I'm afraid it's not looking very good for Juniper. You don't really think Juniper could have done something like this, do you? Only the author and the victim knew the contents of the script. Both the stage and the art room were in the exact same state as described therein. Nobody could mimic the crime like that unless they'd already read the script. Or wrote it. But, look, Professor Means is better able to handle this than you two, so just leave it to him.
There it is again. I'm picking up some discord in Hugh's voice.
Huh.
Hugh, would you mind telling me a little bit about yourself?
Whatever. I'm 6'1", and he's 5'8". Immediately, no, you're like 5'8" or something. No, I don't believe you. Oh, I didn't even finish reading. I'm 6'1", and under this uniform, I'm 100% lean muscle. Get the fuck out of here, man. My grades are outstanding, and I'm the ace of the archery club. Needless to say, you're a pretentious prick? I never miss my mark. He thinks this is gonna get him ladies, but it's not. He's gonna be like, oh, I'm smart, and I'm ripped, and I'm attractive. Why don't women want me? Because you're fucking... You're a doofus. You're a doofus. You got the personality of a pencil. That's why. Looks like a Danganronpa character, derogatory. Get him a one-way ticket to Loserville. I never miss my mark. Oh, and I'm incredibly humble to- Oh!
How can he even say that with a straight face?
Is the humbleness in the room with us? Is the humility in the room with us? Those around me call me a genius, but I pay them no mind. But when it comes to tests, I always get 100%. So I suppose it's only natural for them to say I'm a genius. I bet he cheats on everything. He uses AI to write all his papers. But as I said before, I pay them no mind.
I heard you the first time.
But what about the mock trial? It sounded like you were about to lose to Robin. Huh. There's a very good reason for that. You see, right before the mock trial started, I saw the body.
You saw the body?
Right. And I was so distraught that I basically handed Robin a victory. Why are you sweating? Wait, he was sweating. Would you mind telling us a little more about that? Right before the mock trial, the campus was empty. Everyone was here in the lecture hall. Your attention, please. This is an announcement from the mock trial committee. Mock trial will begin shortly. All students and faculty, please proceed at once to the lecture hall.
That's right. There was that announcement and then everyone came in here.
The only exceptions were the mock trial participants. He's making my headache worse. Oh no. Why wouldn't he tell anyone? Exactly! Why the hell? He'd see a dead body. Oh, I gotta go do my mock trial for school. Call the police. Okay, so there's the lecture hall up there. Waiting room. So the waiting room, yeah, was like right behind the stage. That's why they heard the stuff knock over. The art room's up there. Okay. Juniper, Robin, and I were in our personal dressing rooms next door. Wow, your own personal dressing rooms? That's total VIP treatment. Actually, they're for student-teacher meetings. They don't even have windows. The other two waited patiently in their rooms, but that's not my style. Archery range! So, I headed over to the archery range on the other side of the quad. He is an archery club member. I did some meditation while I waited. That's the best way to relax. Then, just before the mock trial was to start, I headed back toward the main building. And I think someone's saying that Junie saw the body before the lecture, but really it was him? As I walked across the quad, I passed in front of the stage. So that's when you saw the body? Okay. So Hugh says he was waiting in the archery room? I think it was a room. Before the mock trial. Then saw the body on his way to the thing. Right. It was quite a shock. As much as I hate to admit it, my legs were shaking. I could have easily beaten Robin if it hadn't been for that. Wait, hold it right there. You went through with the mock trial even though you had just discovered a body? Why didn't you tell anyone? I mean, we're talking about someone getting killed here.
I think I know why. Was it because of this?
Oh, where'd you get that?
So this article in the Themis Herald is true. The winner of the mock trial would get to make his confession to Junie.
Right. But if I reported the body I'd found, the whole thing would be called off.
He really wanted to win that bad? Bad enough to ignore a dead body? Sorry, but that's not normal.
Or could their love for Junie really be that strong? That's ridiculous. Because that's a teacher that she liked and cared about. If you cared about her, you would care about that. I'm not buying it. He is a pretentious asshole, though, so who knows? He probably doesn't even see her as a human being. Just a prize to be won, you know? Anyway, didn't want to report it because he wanted to win a mock trial so he could confess. You know, it's like, you can confess whenever you want? I don't understand this. Good night, Ruuuvo. Don't dream about pretentious assholes. I'll see you later. Okay. Thanks for sharing that important piece of information with us. It may prove useful at tomorrow's trial. Good, because that's all I have to say about the matter. Thanks. And don't worry, we'll prove Juniper's innocence. You'll see. I can't say you two inspire much confidence. Okay, Athena, what's next? Okay. I guess the maintenance area. So this is the maintenance area. Let's see. During the mock trial, Prosecutor Gavin said that the art room is right above here on the 3rd floor. And that the body was dropped from here onto a high jump mat from the storehouse. Right. And then he claimed the body was transported to the stage in a ball cart. And then... there's someone else here. Hey, it's Robin, I figured. Whoa! You scared the crud out of me! Yikes! Right back at you. So, what are you doing out here? I'm working out so that I can become strong enough to save Juniper! But I'm so worked up, my training brace is almost breaking at the seams! Oh, right. The girl you like got arrested, so you're psyching yourself up to rescue her? Yes, because I'm the manliest of manly men! That's why I work out with my manly brace! Except that I hear some discord in that manliest of men's voice of yours. I don't mean to be rude, but can't you talk without shouting? Sorry! I'll try not to shout so much! If at all possible, that is! Which is not at all possible, by the sound of it. So do you mind if I ask you some questions as Junie's lawyer? No problem! Ask away! Keep them coming, man! Ouch. My ears ache already. Okay. I want to go look at the storehouse, man. He does look like a Pokemon trainer. Yeah. He really does. I never realized how spiky Apollo's hair is. He could cut someone on that. Are we sure he didn't do it? Just stabbed someone with his hair? Wait, what is that? Hold on, I'm covering something. Wait. What the heck is that? There's like a bunch of scrapes on the wall. Oh, this is the wrong place. Sorry. Wrong spot. Weird. Okay, so... Route 1 level 5 bug trainer? Yeah. He does look like that. Okay, so there's a bunch of scrapes on the wall near the art room window. Off to the left side corner. Okay. I don't know if we're gonna be able to look at that. Could you tell me a little bit more about yourself, Robin? You want to know about me? I'm a second-rate member of the Fine Arts Club! The Fine Arts Club? Looks like broken pottery or plaster. Maybe this is the source of that noise we heard. There were supposedly 2 statues on the stage. I seem to recall hearing that a co-ed from the Fine Art Club had made them. Ah. 2 big banners and a pair of wicked statues. This is just an illustration, but it's not half bad. Wicked statues? Are these supposed to be you and Mr. Wright? Bingo, for all I know. And they were so big and magnificent. What a terrible waste.
Say, did you create those stage statues by any chance?
You bet I did. Both of them. Put my blood, sweat, and tears into those things, man! It must have been terrible seeing them all smashed up like that. Nah! I couldn't face Professor Court if I let something like that get me down!
What do you mean?
Professor Court was the Fine Arts Club advisor. She was all about truth and beauty, man! She always said, the only good result is the truth. That and only lawyers who seek the truth through legitimate means produce worthwhile results!
Yes, I'm totally on your guys' side. She must have been an incredible woman.
Yeesh. You call me loud when I practice my chords of steel? Okay. So it seems like Hugh follows Mr. Mean's philosophy. And then Robin follows Professor Court's philosophy, which is to seek the truth. Legitimate means. Okay. And then, okay, yeah, and then Robin made the statues at the stage.
Oh man! Why'd I have to take the prosecutor course? I mean, how am I supposed to say Juniper if I'm studying to be a prosecutor?
Don't worry. I'll clear Junie's name, you'll see.
The three of us had a dream. We swore we'd make it happen together. Prosecutor, lawyer, judge. The three of us would hold fair and honest trials. The dark age of the law? Ha! We were gonna put a nail in its coffin, man!
Wow, you guys swore to do that?
But no! That stupid school rule had to ruin it!
School rule? Which one?
Anyone with a prior conviction, no matter how minor the offense, they won't be allowed to graduate from this stupid holier-than-thou school!
A tough legal academy with even tougher rules. So it seems like someone is, framing Juniper so that she can't graduate. So to me, that girl, that, journalist is probably the most guilty right now. Tough legal academy with even tougher rules.
Junie will never become a judge unless I can prove her innocence. And if I fail, the three of them will never realize their dream. It's like someone put pressure on my pressure. Well, I think I've talked to everyone who's somehow linked to the case. Okay, maybe it's about time we wrapped up our investigation. Oh wait, we haven't met with Junie yet.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's head over to the detention center.
We're not gonna look around? Okay. I guess. Man. Why murder if it's any offense? Couldn't they just get her for littering or something? Right! It didn't have to be this serious. They didn't have to kill someone. So, it's probably gonna be something more complicated. Maybe the Professor Means didn't like Professor Court and held something against her. And he's involved somehow. And then the student helped him because she doesn't like her. I don't know. But we do know that she has at least one enemy. Okay, so if Junie is found guilty, she can't graduate. Which I think would be the least of her problems because she also is going to go to jail for murder. So, I think that's a little worse, actually.
Thena, thank you so much for coming. She called me Thena, like she used to. Maybe she's finally letting her guard down.
She even looks like she used to.
Junie, the crime's unfolding exactly like your script. Any idea what's going on here? We wanted to make it fair, so the script was kept secret until the day of the mock trial. The only people who knew the details were Professor Court and I. Nothing we haven't heard already. However... Yes? What is it, Junie? Well, there was this one article in the school paper. You mean this one? It's more like a tabloid piece than a newspaper article, if you ask me. I've been worried that the trial would wreck the friendship between Robin, Hugh, and me. She wants to stay friends, but both of the guys are hoping to take it to the next level. Oh, the passion of high school drama. Wish I could have experienced it. And I know I shouldn't have, but I revised the script to favor the prosecution. But Professor Court noticed it immediately and changed it back. So if Robin had won, Hugh wouldn't have been able to confess his love to Junie, so maybe she prefers Robin? That would have kept the trio's relationship the same. Oh. Oh, is it? Well... Well, both of them like her. That would have kept the trio's relationship the same. Never knew Junie could be so devious. Sorry, I guess my personal problems probably won't be of any help in court, huh? You never know. Help often comes from the most unexpected places. Thanks, Juniper. Okay. So... Junie tried to change the script. Yeah, Hugh would only confess if he won. But I think if Robin won, Robin would have confessed, no? That's why I'm like, how would it keep the relationship the same if one of them was going to confess anyway? It just would have meant that Robin did it instead of Hugh. I don't know. Maybe I'm not understanding. Yeah, Junie tried to change the script to favor the prosecution so that Hugh wouldn't be able to confess her and they could all stay friends. Oh, the paper only said Hugh would confess. Okay, so Robin would not have confessed if he won. I see. They could stay friends. Okay. Got it now. Let's see. But Professor Court changed the script back. Okay. I was wondering about that awl you had on you when you were arrested. Detective Fulbright, I found this in the suspect's pocket. Why, there's blood on this. That's evidence we made for the mock trial. A mock trial? Never heard of such a thing, but it sounds fishy to me. Real fishy. It was the murder weapon from the mock trial. Professor Court and I were prepping it in the art room until the day before the trial. I didn't even realize I still had it on me until I was arrested. Then we've nothing to worry about. There shouldn't be any way to link it to the crime. Still, that blood-red color on the awl bothers me. Wasn't it just paint or something? I mean, I was looking at it from pretty far away, but... It probably was just paint, but that's what bothers me. It wasn't on the awl when we were prepping it yesterday. Okay, so the awl didn't have red on it when they were preparing it. So it wasn't going to have blood on it for the trial? I guess because even in the picture, her body didn't have blood. Maybe they're trying to make it, like, appropriate for school or something. Okay. So was the awl just, like, sitting in the art room? Wasn't. Then how and when did it get there? Well, before the mock trial began, I showed Thena and Mr. Wright to the waiting room. Then I went back to my dressing room to get the trial props we were going to use. That's when I found the art room key and the awl with what looked like blood on it. The key? And the awl? Professor Court normally has the art room key since she's the Fine Arts Club's advisor. And since that key was there in the dressing room, I thought she was the one who had painted the awl to look like it had blood on it. After all, she always insisted that the props should be realistic, so... The awl suddenly shows up on the day of the trial with what looks like blood? I have a really bad feeling about this. Me too. Let's not jump the gun on this. Okay. Junie found the awl in her dressing room with the art key that Professor Court usually carries. This is... someone really, really worked hard to frame her. You and Professor Court were busy preparing for the mock trial together yesterday, right? Was that the last time you saw her? Yes. I left school at around 6 o'clock. Did you notice anything different about her? No, I didn't notice anything out of the ordinary. She looked and acted the same as always. I would have never guessed she'd end up like this. It looks like we're about out of time. Thank you for coming to see me. We'll do everything we can to prove you innocent tomorrow. I know, and I believe in you, Thena. Well, I should go now. Bye. Is she gonna be alright? She's like a shadow of the girl we met back at the academy. The Junie I knew was always like that, a little weak and sickly. But the fact that she's lifted her facade shows that she trusts us. Even still... What is it? Well, when Junie and her two friends were talking about their friendship, I sensed some discord in their hearts. Seriously? Yeah, but it was really faint. I might have been mistaken. There's no reason to doubt their friendship, is there? Don't worry. Everything will be fine. You and Juniper are friends, right? You know that friend I mentioned to you earlier? Well, get this. Whenever something's troubling one of us, the other can just feel it. That's real friendship. I suppose you're right. Might as well forget about that and concentrate on the trial. Yep. Tomorrow's the big day. Let's sort out what we know so far. Okay. The victim, Professor Constance Court, was murdered in the art room on the 3rd floor. Then, her body was moved to the outdoor stage and the quad. Also, the location where we found the body was just as the mock trial script described. I wish those were the only similarities they shared. What do you mean? What I mean is, the script and this case are exactly the same in almost every respect. So it follows that the actual trial may very well unfold just like the mock trial did. Oh no. The mock trial ended right before the prosecution was about to win. Well, that's not gonna happen. This time, Junie will be declared not guilty. Of course, I intend to get our results the honest way. We can do this. We'll be fine. After all, I have Apollo, and he's the king of being fine. We'll just see about that, won't we? To be continued next time! I will be streaming more of this tomorrow at 9:30 p.m. Central Time. But I am afraid that is it for me tonight, chat. I am gonna head out, since we've got a good stopping point here. And we'll pick back up with the first day of trial tomorrow. I'm kind of excited, kind of scared, because this case definitely feels a little bit more complicated than the last one. I know the last one was like a closed room mystery, but I don't know. This one's confusing with the mock trial script and everything. I don't know how this is gonna go, but anyway, I'll be back tomorrow at 9:30, like I said. There's all my social media and stuff if you want to follow me anywhere else. And yeah, thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I always have a good time doing all the silly voices for Ace Attorney. And ready for more tomorrow. And then we should be playing Date Everything on Friday. I'm also excited for that. But yeah, I hope y'all have a great rest of your nights. Get some rest, y'all. And again, I appreciate y'all being here very, very much, whether you were lurking or chatting with me. And I will see y'all next time. Bye.